It was supposed to be just another high-energy night on Jimmy Kimmel Live. The crowd was buzzing, the band was playing, and Jimmy came out firing jokes as usual. The excitement built up as Hollywood superstar Vin Diesel was introduced. Known for his commanding presence in the Fast and Furious franchise, Diesel strolled onto the stage with his signature swagger and deep voice. The audience roared with applause. At first, things seemed smooth. Jimmy welcomed him with a smile, but little did anyone know, what started as a light-hearted interview would soon spiral into something no one expected, an awkward exchange that ended in laughter. But not the kind Jimmy had planned. Jimmy opened with typical questions about Vin's upcoming film and his famously intense work ethic. Vin responded in good spirits, even cracking a few jokes. But then Jimmy, attempting to push boundaries, as he sometimes does, made a sarcastic jab about Vin's acting range. "We know you're great at grunting behind the wheel, but when do we see Vin do Shakespeare?" he said, chuckling. The audience gave a nervous laugh. Vin raised an eyebrow and smirked. "You know, Jimmy," he said slowly, "I've played more than just Dom Toretto. Maybe you should watch something outside car chases." Jimmy kept going, clearly trying to provoke a reaction. "Come on, Vin. You know the meme. You say family, flex, drive fast, and that's a wrap." This time, Vin didn't laugh. He leaned forward, giving Jimmy a long, piercing stare. "You think it's that simple?" he asked. "You think 15 years of building a global franchise is a joke?" The mood shifted. Some audience members stopped smiling. Jimmy tried to wave it off with a chuckle, but it was too late. Vin's smile had disappeared, replaced by something colder and much more serious. Still trying to salvage the moment, Jimmy tried to steer the interview elsewhere. Okay, I'll back off. Don't hit me with a wrench." That was the last straw. Vin stood up, removed his mic, and looked down at Kimmel with a slow nod. "I think we're done here," he said. But before walking off, he turned to the crowd, let out a deep, genuine laugh, and said, "You can kick me off, but I'll still be laughing on the way to the bank." With that, he exited the stage, leaving Kimmel speechless and the audience stunned. The show quickly cut to commercial. The footage went viral within minutes. Clips flooded social media with captions like, "Vin Diesel shuts down Jimmy Kimmel," and "Vin walks out laughing." Fans were divided. Some said Jimmy went too far with his jokes, while others believed Vin overreacted. Either way, one thing was certain. Vin's final laugh became an instant meme. His calm exit, paired with that iconic line, "Laughing to the bank," was replayed millions of times. It wasn't just a walk-off, it was a power move that showed how even in an awkward moment, Vin kept control. Backstage sources confirmed that Vin didn't return to the show after the incident. "He felt disrespected," one staffer shared anonymously. "He's proud of his work and didn't appreciate the tone." Meanwhile, Kimmel's team went into damage control. The next night on his show, Jimmy joked about being smoked by a guy who wears tank tops to premieres, trying to diffuse the backlash. But many viewers weren't amused. Comments poured in, saying Jimmy's joke crossed the line, especially given Diesel's long-standing popularity and influence in the film world. Vin, however, chose not to engage further. He posted a cryptic message on Instagram the next day, a black-and-white photo of him laughing with the caption, "Respect is earned, never begged." No mention of Kimmel, no hashtags, just a quiet reminder of who he is. Fans filled the comments with support. "You handled that like a king," one follower wrote. "Classy exit," another said. It became clear that Diesel wasn't just laughing at the moment. He was owning it, and by staying silent afterward, he let the world speak for him. Entertainment. Outlets were quick to weigh in. Some praised Vin for standing up for himself in a setting where celebrities often feel forced to smile through disrespect. Others called for talk show hosts to rethink how far they push their jokes. "Late-night comedy is no excuse for belittling someone's career," one critic wrote. Meanwhile, Diesel's fan base only grew stronger. His brand of loyalty and authenticity had struck a chord. For many, he wasn't just an action hero anymore. He was a symbol of grounded self-respect in an industry that often lacks it. As the buzz settled, Jimmy addressed the incident one last time in a follow-up segment. "Look, I love Vin. We go way back. Maybe the joke didn't land, maybe he had a rough day. Either way, no hard feelings. But fans noticed he never apologized directly. Whether that was intentional or not, the moment had already done its work. Diesel had walked away, literally and figuratively, with his image untarnished, possibly even elevated. What was meant to poke fun had backfired spectacularly, and Diesel had the last word without saying another one. In the end, the story became legend not because of a loud outburst or a viral rant, but because of one laugh, calm, controlled, and cutting. Vin Diesel didn't need to argue or get defensive. He simply smiled, said his line, and walked out. It wasn't about ego. It was about self-worth, boundaries, and choosing dignity over drama. That night, the spotlight didn't just shine on Diesel's star power. It revealed the power of knowing when to leave and how to do it with grace. Because sometimes the best mic drop is a laugh on your way out.